Mahomes, this is Cat, and, well, I know you're usually used to seeing Galaxy around, but Galaxy's, doing quote-unquote important stuff, whatever that is. Oh gosh, that must have really been loud, because my nose hit the thing. Ow! Anyway, though, I'm really sorry about, well, two things. One is, gosh, I gotta stay on the camera. I got my eyebrows all the way up here. First thing is the lack of videos, which part of it's my fault, well, Galaxy's fault, or whoever's fault that makes videos, usually, and part of it is not our fault. The first part is our fault because over the summer we were really, really lazy, and we didn't make a lot of videos because, well, we were being lazy. And the second part is school just started up, and oh my gosh, there's like so much biology homework. I'm like berserk. It's like I've literally had about like 50 pages of biology homework to do for homework. Oh my gosh. Actually, my friend Holiday, who you've already seen before, the bunny. Oh, my fur, I'm shedding. You don't need to see that. I guess I just haven't brushed myself lately. Anyway, you've already seen her in, like, one of the videos. The first day of biology, she totally went, like, she had a meltdown. It was, like, we go to school for 2 days. We go to school Thursday and Friday. Those are the first 2 days. And then the first actual day of school where we start working and stuff is the next Monday, which is, Thursday, Friday, we go to school and whatever, and then the weekend, and then on Monday is the actual first day of school. And, well, Holiday is, your average teenage girl, and, her hormones are all, crazy and stuff. And so when Holiday goes, and oh my gosh, I got spit all over the camera. That's so gross. Well, she went to class. She told us later on that, well, dang it, I'm getting off subject. When Holiday has a meltdown, it's basically the tears come and she starts, like, freaking out. And we call it Crazy Town because she says she goes and starts, freaking out and having a meltdown, like when she really, doesn't really feel like she needs to. The way she describes it is like sweating when you're not hot, but, I don't really understand it. I don't usually go, but I have gone once before, I think. But that was just because people were, like, annoying me. Like, if I've had a bad day and people are all, like, asking me questions that are making it harder to answer the question than it should be, then I'll go berserk. But anyway, like, she goes to biology class, and it's fast track, because, we scored into that. Thunder, made us want to, be in, he was all like, if you can be in fast track, then you need to be in fast track. So we're all in fast track. And, well, the first day, well, the way it is, like how usually in year long, then you do about, a chapter each week or something. Well, in fast track, you're doing literally like 3 chapters each day, and it's crazy. And so the teacher was apparently telling her about all these, like 160 flashcards that are due, like, the next week, and a test that's gonna happen the next day, and 30 pages of homework. And Holiday said that she just started feeling, like, really overwhelmed. And the teacher had said, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you need to switch. Well, Holiday already felt like, she'd already changed her schedule once. And she didn't want to change it again because what she thought was if you changed it once, you're not allowed to change it again. And she already needed changes to her schedule. So she was kind of freaking out. Like, what happened with her schedule was, she had, like, the year before in 8th grade. Oh yeah, we're freshmen now. Take it, seniors. We're here to stay. Anyway, though, in 8th grade, she had Algebra 1. I wasn't there. I wasn't here yet. But she had Algebra 1, and one day they were gonna take a Algebra 1 state test. Well, the day they had it was, well, she had first period Tech Foundations, and so they pulled her out of Tech Foundations to take the Algebra 1 test. Well, that day in Tech Foundations, they were doing the whole, preparing your schedule for high school. Well, she didn't get to be part of that. So when it came to be time that, you know, all that stuff, then we were all like, hey, what are we gonna have? What is she gonna have? Because we don't know what she got, because she didn't get to do all that. And so the domestic engineer called and was like, hey, Holiday didn't get to do her schedule. What should we do? And they're like, oh, just wait until high school starts. And we're like, okay. Well, then she got her schedule back, and Holiday absolutely does not at all want child development whatsoever. She she says she'll adopt because she does, to a point. She likes kids. I mean, she's, you know, like, oh, they're so cute, you know, but when they're brats, I'm not kidding. She's like, But the thought of childbirth honestly terrifies her. So she says she's going to adopt, you know, above the age of potty training and all that stuff, but I think she'll have kids. But so she totally does not want child development. But she gets child development on her schedule, like a bunch of the stuff on her schedule she didn't want. So they go and get it fixed, and they say they'll give the schedule back to her with the fixed stuff the first day of school. So she got it back, and she decided she was going to switch it out for public speaking because she's kind of shy, and well, not necessarily shy. I mean, she's good around all of us, but when it comes to be around other people, she's like, hey, I'm Holiday, don't hurt me. But anyway, so she's going to switch it out so that way she could learn to be, like, more, you know, better at talking to people in a group. So, well, she gets her schedule back, and she gets public speaking, but then she gets 2 child developments, one after the other, in the same semester. And she was, like, totally, like, I was looking at her, and I was like, are you gonna go? And she's like, I think I'm gonna go. Like, go to Crazy Town, but she didn't. She was all good. Well, then, you know, biology, she was freaking out because she thought she needed to get her schedule fixed because of child development being on there twice, and then biology, and so she's feeling pretty overwhelmed. And the thing about Holiday is, if she's going to be, you know, about to go, if you leave her alone and don't talk to her for about, like, 30 minutes or something, I don't know how long it takes, I'm just guessing, that's what she said, then she'll be fine. She'll be able to cool off and, you know, be fine. But the teacher is hilarious. And so she noticed that Holiday had this, like, straight face. And the thing about Holiday is when she's about to go to Crazy Town, her mouth starts twitching. And so she puts her paw up, you know, to cover her. Gosh, I can't reach my face. How do I even eat? I don't know. Anyway, she reaches her paw up to cover her mouth and, you know, puts her elbow on the table, and she's looking all serious and, you know, like she's about to freak out and stuff. And so the teacher goes up to her and she's like, Holiday, is there something wrong? And Holiday's like, no, I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But when she said it, her voice cracked, and when her voice cracks, then she is done. She's going. So, well, you know, she went, and, you know, on the first actual day of school, when a kid in your class immediately starts, like, you know, she wasn't sobbing, like, super bad or anything, but, you know, the tears came, and you're like, what do I do? So, Holiday said that the teacher called her, and, well, the teacher said, hey, let's do this out in the hall, and, you know, told the class to go copy something down from the board or something. And they talked about it, and, you know, she recommended that Holiday switch, and Holiday's like, okay. And, excuse me. So, yeah, and then she went home, and then she thought that Thunder was disappointed in her for wanting to switch, and Thunder said he wasn't, but Holiday freaked out because she thought Thunder was disappointed in her, and then she started going to Crazy Town again. But then she was fine, and she stayed in Fast Track, so we got 50 pages of homework. Yay! Anyway, I finished mine. Holiday finished hers, so that's all great. Okay. Yeah, that was the first thing I was sorry for about the whole, you know, not uploading videos. The second thing I'm sorry about is not finishing Pure Imagination, or not uploading the first episode over the summer. Once again, that's just the whole laziness factor, 'cause literally, I'd walk up to Galaxy and be like, hey, shouldn't you be filming? It's like, I'm gonna do it later. And then he never did. But I promise you, we have like about, I don't know, like maybe 3/4 of it done. It requires a lot of editing. And right now our editor's being like super stupid. I mean, not right now. I mean, we've only uploaded like 3 or 4 videos with it. And the first time, it was like super laggy and stuff. Not the video when you saw it. When you saw it, it was fine. But when we were like messing with it on the editor, then it was super laggy. The second time it was slightly less laggy, and the third time it was a whole lot less laggy. So we're thinking when we upload this video, then maybe it'll be like 100% less laggy, because, you know, when you edit stuff, you want to be able to watch it while you're doing it, so that way you can make sure that it's perfect. Well, it's really hard to do that when everything's laggy, and you have to stop it like 50 times in 40 seconds. You know, it's just, you know, not fun. So this video is also not only an update video, which I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I guess update video, but it's also gonna be like a test for the editor, you know, because if it's great, then you'll probably have seen some editing in this video already, like maybe some awesome little whatevers. I don't know. If you saw some random stuff in this video, then that's probably why. If you haven't, then it's just the editors being stupid, or I was too lazy to add stuff. Let me see. This video is getting really long. This will be a 2-part video, I guess. I'll make the second part later. So this is the first part. Oh, and I also figured out my sign off. I'll do it in the second video, I think. So, until then, you know,